Hello, everybody. Uh, I hope you have a nice day. Uh, we are going to start our meeting in a minute.
Hi there.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Osama.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for joining me. This is Osama from. I'm from Egypt, originally from Egypt, and now I stay in Saudi Arabia. So I think there is different time zones over there. Many guys are from America and others from Australia. So it's good to have different cultures, different people from different places. Uh, I have experience in computer science. I have taken my PhD from China. I traveled to China for 4 years, and I've taken my PhD from China. In computer science, I was working in security, data security, and also I traveled back to Egypt. I worked in a research institute already, and the government. I take a scholarship, or maybe scholarship to teach in Saudi Arabia. So I'm working as a teacher in Taiba University. Uh, so uh, uh, I think we only have you, Oriani, only you. So
No
sorry.
problem.
So I thought many guys over there will join us, but it's no problem. We are going to share the link. Anyway, if you want to talk about yourself, this will be a pleasure. You can talk about yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm from Brazil, and I'm graduating computer science too.
Yeah. That's good.
I work for a bank since 2005, and over there I've been working with Microsoft SQL since the 2000 version. And after a moment, maybe I think that in 2008, we migrated the old system to .NET. The previous one was made using Delphi and SQL and Crystal reports mainly, using ComPlus, Midas, something like that, old-fashioned systems. And hi, that's me.
Yeah, I can see you now.
Sorry. And since then, I get involved in a lot of projects. We working mainly using .NET framework in .NET Core, and sometimes we have to make the system to talk each other. Then we have some bridges to communicate between Delphi and .NET, because as a bank system is a huge system. Yeah. So we continue that migration, and that's it.
That's good. Yeah. So you have experience in SQL and SQL statements. So this will part of the nano degree will be easy, very easy for you.
Yeah, for now it's easy. Yes. my main goal in this course is about the Python, because yes. At first I was interested in following the data science path, and I think that for data analysts, I checked that would be good if we got some experience in Python. So I I decided to start with this one
Yeah, yes, of course.
for now.
If you want to have the track of data science, it's
Yeah,
good to start with data analysis, and you have experience with Python. You know, if you work with SQL Server, so maybe you're working with C++ or Delphi, or just
yeah,
you said you just migrate from the old style to the new style. It's you will not feel strange. It, you will
yeah,
be
yeah.
familiar with even the concepts. The programming concepts will be easy for you. So I expect you are going to help me in this process.
No problem.
Okay, so let's move to the next slide.
Okay.
I think you have maybe explored the contents of the nano degree. So we have mainly four lessons. The first lesson is the introduction to SQL, and the second one is shell and command line, and the third lesson is introduction to Python, and the fourth lesson is GitHub and version control.
Yeah.
We have here Excel sheet. I will share this Excel sheet with you. The Excel sheet, you can write down the starting date of your learning schedule. So when you change the start date, you will get all these dates changed according to the start date.
Yeah.
For example, if you start today, so you can change this date, so it will change all these dates. So you can follow this schedule. It is the optimal schedule to make sure that you are on pace and you will finish in time. For
Okay.
example, we have for SQL we have many long time, I think, starting from introduction to SQL, starting from March 14th to April 9th. So long time, I think.
Yeah.
You can divide this. We have already changed this Excel sheet to accommodate specific date or specific day content. So
Yeah.
you know in each date what you have to do. So I think this will be good. I will share it with you.
Okay.
Okay, so I explored the contents of the. You can see my monitor.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
The contents, for example, first you have to check the syllabus of the course. So we have part one, it's welcome, maybe explored in many degrees, the same degrees. They introduce the same concepts. For part two, introduction to SQL, and we have here a project.
Yeah.
Project number one is to investigate a relational database. This is mainly about how to write good SQL statements and complex SQL statements. You after writing many statements in this lesson and train many times, you will be able to easily pass this project. If we say that the degree will be 3 months, so you have 1 month to finish the first project, and the other 2 months is for you have three projects. So every project for 29 days. So for the command line essential. So if you look at down, you will say that you will see the time. Sometimes you don't need to have a specific time schedule. Maybe your time is not flexible. So you can see the time here and distribute it on the days on whatever you have a schedule. The time here is really expressing the contents. So if it is 1 hour and 30 minutes, it will take 1 hour and 30 minutes if you on average. From beginning to expert. I mean, if the learner, the first time to learn this content, and if he is expert in this content, we have an average of the guys entering this is 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I think you just look it down here, the time here, and you change the schedule according to this time. If your time is not like me, for example, me, I don't have a schedule. I just look at this and distribute the days on whatever schedule I need. So we have three projects in this nano degree. We have the first one is investigate relational database. The second one is explore USC bike share data, and this will take also 29 days. And the last one is post your work in GitHub. Did you, Oriani, did you use GitHub before?
Yeah.
So this is just revising how to use. For many guys, it will be just a revision on how to make version control and on how to distribute or work on GitHub.
Okay.
And also for career services, we have two projects. The projects is not real projects, it's just to make a LinkedIn link, to make a link on LinkedIn and just post this link. And also for GitHub, you post your link. It's not real projects, it's just the name to express that. If you
additional support, support to
if you
improve my profile.
If you didn't make a LinkedIn profile, it will really be a project for you, because you will start to write down everything you have experience in, or your resume. You have to put it all on LinkedIn, so it will really be a project. But if you already have a LinkedIn profile, you just post the link of the LinkedIn, so it's not a project. And that's all for the content. I think it is easy to explore. You know, Udacity make it easy to explore the contents very easily. And for each lesson, you read, if there is a text, you read the text and then watch the video. And after you watch the video, you will find the exercises. After you finish the exercise, you will find the solution. But I don't recommend you to look at the solution unless you make a brainstorm on the solution before looking at the existing solution. This is the real learning. If you just look at the solution, you will fix your mind on that solution, that exact solution. But if you didn't look at the solution, you will find your own creativity. You will find your own solution that maybe it is unique. Nobody can solve it the same way.
Yeah. I realized that this week, because I actually in the 73% of the introduction to SQL,
yes.
And I always try to write my queries.
Yes.
In the about the previous content that I've learned, and I try to follow that only those new statements. And when I will and I go to the next slide and to check the answer, I realize that the answer proposed is using another situation that probably is most easy, like using order descending and limit by one instead of using max or min and limit by one.
You know,
so I started to get that sometimes is like we have a trick in the questions, but I'm always trying to get the last new command that we are learning.
Yes.
And if I use my experience in the previous work, and probably I got better solution than only.
Yes, exactly. That's what's happening with you.
But I like to exercise the old commands and something like that, because
it's okay. It's okay. I think it's happening with everybody. If you try your best to do using your own experience to find the solution, you will enjoy your solution is maybe sometimes it's really compact than the provided solution. So you feel very happy about that. Okay, we move to the next slide. So as a recommendation from Udacity, better to find 3 or 4 days in every week, and you assign 1 or 2 hours. If it is more than that, it will be fine. And you know, you have to be fixed. You have to make fixed time learning journey, because if you make it available or all open for learning, you will sometimes you will work 4 or 5 hours and then stop for 1 week and so on. But if it is fixed, you will finish in time. And also, you need some time to make your brain understand what you have learned. For example, just like eating, if you eat too much in one time and then stay for a long time, like a lion or tiger, and sleep under the tree, you will not enjoy the eating. But for learning, it is the same. If you just a little every day is better than too much in one day and wait for 1 week.
Yeah.
So it's better if you make time for learning and fix it every day. Also, we have some recommendation. I think if it's past, I think it's listed in the content of this lesson. Space your learning. You make fixed time for learning. Write notes and don't type notes. I mean typing on the computer. Write notes mean write it on your handwriting. It's better to handwrite notes on the content to memorize what you have learned. And also to make more specific memorization, you recall when you read. I mean, for example, for SQL statements, it's better to write without help from any content, from Google, from notes, from anywhere. Don't use anything. Just you use your mind to memorize the commands, SQL commands. In the beginning, it is better to do that. But if you have a specific solution or complex solution, after that, you can go to Google and search for the solution. But for the beginning or for beginners, it is recommended just to memorize or remember the exact syntax of the commands. This will help you in learning fast. Okay. Uh, Also, connect the concepts. I mean, after you learn many topics, many concepts, you find a way to connect them. Also, mistakes are learning opportunities, or as they say, mistakes are the milestones of your objective. Just if your objective to learn something, the mistakes are the milestones of your objective learning. So there's no worry about mistakes. It's good. Everybody made mistakes, and it is just normal in learning and teaching. Even for teaching, for me, I'm teaching. I'm associate professor right now, so sometimes I made mistakes on the whiteboard. So there is no problem at all. I return back to home and search for what happened, and then discover what happened.
Sometimes we make mistakes on production.
Yes,
So
yes, that's exactly.
yeah.
And there is no problem about mistakes at all. We have 3 projects in this nano degree. So project 1 is investigate relational database, and I will explore more about relational database in my weekly seminar. I will try to explain more about relational database, not only the content of the nano degree. I will cover more general topics in relational or in database generally. So we have project 1. This is project 1. Project 1. This one. I'm sorry. Project 1, and this is project 2. You have US byte shared data, and you are going to use statistics techniques to provide or explore this data. And the third one is just to go to GitHub and upload your work. For Slack, I think Slack is a good place to communicate, especially if you have your classmates in the same room or in the same place. If you have a problem, you face a problem, maybe your classmate faced the same problem. So it's better if you post your problem on there. Maybe the same problem faced somebody else, he will give you the solution immediately. So it is better if you join Slack. The workspace name is Udacity Students, and the channel ID is PDSND session 808. This is the, if you didn't join, I'm talking to everybody. If nobody joined this channel, he has to join this channel for communication with his classmates. Also for Slack, you have to add. No, it's not you have to. It's optional to have photo for you, and also you can if you write or communicate with comments or for example, you have faced a situation, you can use many techniques to write good statements, to write good messages. For example, this is just a simple quote and double quotes. Simple quotes will highlight the word, and double quotes will make it like code, SQL or Python. And ask lots of questions. Questions provide more clear concept or make it solid understanding of the concept. So whenever you ask, I know that you are studying. If you didn't ask, I know that you don't study. So many questions means that you are facing something. You need to know something. This is good remark about what you are learning, and you are on pace, and you are exploring the content. And also, if you want to ask somebody about something, you have to make a detailed situation. You provide many details about the situation, because if you miss something, maybe somebody he didn't understand what you want. If you make a detailed explanation of your situation, it will be good for the guys who are exploring your situation to answer and provide the exact answer. Maybe they misunderstand and they reply with different thing. So it is better if you give some details.
Okay.
And also, and also for snippets, you don't provide the entire code. This is not good. The entire code, you have written this code, so you are the only one who understands it. All guys there, they don't understand what you are doing unless you explain it or make it in comments, in code comments. If you didn't do that, it will be difficult for somebody to debug it or find the problem. For example, if you find the code snippet that making the problem, you post this code only, not the entire code, or mention that in your post. And also help each other out. This will make the journey very interesting and joyful. For weekly webinar, I'm going to assign some specific day or date in a week, and I will be live for 1 hour and explain every week the contest for each week. And also, I will not cover every detail in each week. This is not expected to be done in 1 hour. Instead, I will just provide the hot contents, or maybe the more interesting contents, or hard contents, or complex contents. And also, I will provide more general concepts about the weekly content. So this will be held for 1 hour each week. I will provide this in Slack. I will send you the timetable for the entire webinars on the entire schedule. The entire schedule, I mean, each week in each day. I mean, each day in each week.
Okay.
I will provide the time for that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think I'm not native English speaker. You know that. So you
No problem.
confirm me.
Me
Uh,
neither.
so maybe stops and slow like that.
No problem.
And also for one-to-one Slack calls, I have to call each one of you to make sure that he is on pace and he's continue learning. So I have done 15 slots in on calendar for different times and different days. So to accommodate the time difference, so I made this on the calendar link. So you open this link, you'll find slots. You just click on the slot, and I know that you are available this time when I call you. So one-to-one Slack is good for what? It's good for if you have a problem. Whenever you face a problem, you go to Calendly and make one-to-one call appointment. Maybe it's going to be changed every week. So maybe you just wait, and you if you face a problem, you just click on the nearest appointment, and I will call you at that time. Or you can also post the problem on Slack channel, and somebody will reply to you immediately. And also, I will be available to reply to you. We are going to discuss what's your progress in the nano degree, and try to keep you on pace and solve any challenge that you may face. The duration will be 30 minutes. It will be more or less according to you, according to your availability.
Okay.
And also, I will provide a session, Ask Me Anything, just a place to provide text messaging. I will say I'm available for 30 minutes live, and you post whatever you want to ask anything. So the name about the degree, about Slack, about anything. Just ask, and I will provide you with if I have the solution, I will tell you exactly what I can, how can I help you. For there is another help here is knowledge. I think we can see it here, down here. It's always being to the left of yes, it appears here. You click on knowledge, and you will find, for example, your nano degree is programming for data science nano degree. You will search for, let me write program. Yes, I found it. Programming for data science, okay? And you will find many situations. Other guys may face the same situation. And you can post the questions here. For example, if you want to ask about the investigator relation database, you will find guys over there faced many problems. You can read content here, and they have a problem here. They asking about how to solve it, and somebody replied with the solution.
Okay.
This is knowledge, and also we have here workspace. The workspace is fine if you want to not to download anything from the internet, for example, MySQL or Postgres. Yes, you don't need to download. Just practice online, and this is fine in Udacity. Maybe this is the feature of Udacity. Also rate everything. Try to rate everything. Rating is good for not for you, it's for Udacity. They thank you for that. Because if you rate everything, it will be fine. Even me, if you have something problem about me, so you can say about it. No problem.
No
because
problem.
yes, any project, you want a good project. I mean, generally in life, if you have a project, you want this project to succeed, you have to get feedback from others, because you see things others see it from different angle. Yeah. So it's the comments here, the rate. the rate and the comments here is just like a treasure for Udacity. They improve the learning experience, they improve their content, they improve everything according to the contents you leave here.
Yeah.
Okay. For the code, the honor code, I expect that everybody get away from plagiarism. Plagiarism is not tolerated in Udacity. If you want to share anything with your friends, maybe you can discuss with classmates about how to solve the problem or how to solve the project. No problem, you can discuss, you can either write down a solution, but whenever whenever you are alone, you have to be alone and write your own project. But if you want to, even if you download anything from the internet, and find the exact solution or the exact project on the internet. If you find it, what you will do, it's better if you don't know, you have limited time, you have just 1 or 2 days, what you will do. I recommend you read the solution very well and throw it away and do your own solution. If you copy and paste, this will be very bad problem. It will be maybe your nano degree will withdrawn. I don't you to be in this situation. Just if you want to do that very well, or the project very well, you do it alone. There is no help from other, and there is no copy from the internet.
Okay.
Sometimes you are limited in time for some specific parts of the project. You can copy. Sometimes you can copy it. I faced this with some projects, but just a module or small function, or just like, for example, a function to calculate the factorial. So I copied from the internet. There is no problem. Just a very small part of the project will not be mentioned. But even if you do that, you have to reference it. You have to say, okay, I have taken this part from whatsoever forums, books, for blog spots or posts. Posts and GitHub repositories from where you have taken this code. You have to say, I have taken it from that place. And my full name is Osama Al-Din. I am very happy if you have time to contact me on Slack anytime. Also, this is my Slack ID, and the channel ID is the ID I have mentioned before. This is the way to contact me. And thank you for your time. Thank you all, and thank you, Oriani, for joining me. And also, if you have any questions.
No problem. Was very clear. So
okay.
Let's start.
I hope you enjoy learning with this nano degree. It's very good as a beginning for data science, if you are aiming to be expert in data science. You know, I'm working as a cybersecurity expert, and these days I'm working on cybersecurity, and sometimes you know, hackers want to go to website and do something bad for the website, but I am searching for the behavior. Their behavior is like pattern. So yeah, I'm using machine learning to detect the bad pattern.
Try to yes. To predict the next
yes,
next attack, or I know.
That's what I'm doing exactly. So I have experience in this field, and I think you also have a good experience. We are going to enjoy learning this nano degree together.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day.
You too.
Okay. Thank you.